All right, moving on, we have Portugal and Verska Diaz who will present their country insights for us today. Verska, please, you can take the stage. I can see you're here with us.
Yes, so thank you. Let me share the screen. Right, let me know if you can see my screen, please.
Yes, we can.
Perfect. Let me put in presentation mode. Okay, so today I will talk about Portugal. I will talk about the main updates since my last presentation in January. So in Portugal, we have some drone companies. We do not have a lot of them thinking about advanced air mobility and drones, but we have iconic companies. Here I have one example, a good example, Takeover, a company that now is one European unicorn, so just achieved the valuation above 1 billion. So Takeover is a national example, is also uh, basically proving that the drones can be used a lot in different fields like surveillance, for example, and public protection. We have a large coast here in Portugal, so they also have a lot of projects with the Maritimo Guard and other important institutions. Sorry. Okay. We also received the new investments. Embraer is a good example. So Embraer does just decided in or last year airspace World Congress we had in Lisbon, the last event. Embraer decided to open a tech here in Portugal, also establish a tech as another part of the group that will contribute to the European environment from Portugal. So ATEC is developing UTM and UATM, so controlling the whole airspace management together with EV. They are part of the Embraer group, and now they are stronger here in Portugal together to basically improve the ecosystem and they synchronize the ATM services, the current air traffic management we have here for manned aviation and the unmanned aviation one. So it's also good news for the year. They just opened the new ops. We also have other companies like Speedbird that basically opened facilities here. So Speedbird will start manufacturing drones here in Portugal. They just raised the new investment round. The leader was a Portuguese VC, and the other Portuguese investors also fulfilled the round. So what also proves that Portugal is well interested in developing drones for cargo and for people transportation. So across the country now we see a very strong movement to basically improve the operations and they basically grow also the number of facilities that we have focused in unmanned aviation in general. To basically follow the industrial side, we have also the universities and other important institutions creating programs that will help with the skills and capabilities that will be necessary to work with advanced air mobility and basically develop this field. So the AirMob project is another good example, is a project that started this year. Portugal is one of the 5 countries that are involved. Italy, Spain, and other countries are there also. And you can see here in yellow, I highlighted the Portuguese institutions that are involved. So you can see since the companies that developed the whole background in advanced air mobility, like Alma Design, that worked in several projects. And you can also see the academy like Universidade of Beira Interior, and the municipalities helping to build the new contest, the new European community that will basically be focused in creating the skills and capabilities that will be necessary to unlock and manage aviation. So it's a long project. They are basically connecting the whole ecosystem. So with regular meetings, stakeholders. So it's also helping a lot in this new ecosystem development. Besides the companies that are directly involved with advanced air mobility and drones and also universities, we also have other industries like telecom industry that are working together in several projects basically to unlock the whole the infrastructure that will be necessary. So NOS is a very good example. So is one of the biggest telecom companies in Portugal, and they are working with Speedbird, with Elliot, and with the other different drone companies in Portugal to basically create the cellular network infrastructure that will be necessary basically to provide tools that will help drone operators and VTOLs operator to basically approve authorizations and basically show the risk, classify the risk, for example, using SORA in a better way. So they are providing not only the regular cellular coverage and also service level agreements with the operators, but they are also developing APIs and other tools that will be integrated into our systems to basically prepare the data with a dynamic population density, for example, changes and other tools that will help also in-flight services and not only the pre-flight assessment. They have test beds, so is a big company also helping startups with public environments where we can operate with in a sandbox model basically, and they can provide the whole technical assistance to startups basically to create the whole overview. We have other companies from infrastructure perspective that are also involved. For example, Eli Bravo. Eli Bravo is the biggest helicopter operator here in Portugal, and they are basically investing in advanced air mobility in drones, converting their current heliports in vertiports and drone ports. So here I put two examples. So they have regular heliports in Porto and Lisbon, biggest cities in Portugal, and now they are basically involved in several projects together with drone manufacturers and also VTOL manufacturers in order to prepare the conversion and start using the LA ports as vertiport and drone ports, also as part of the Advanced Air Mobility Program, connecting shopping centers, hospitals, homes, and basically creating several routes here in Portugal. Finally, from the government perspective, we also have good advance. Recently, the government create more sandboxes. So here in Portugal, they are called basically technological free zones. So we have the new free zones that will be focused in basically develop the whole connectivity, uh, artificial intelligence, environment, and mainly autonomous mobility. And from the other side, we have some of the free zones that are focused in some use cases that we can unlock since now, for example, the offshore use cases. So it's also good news since they created the technological free zones. The operators already started the protocols basically to use these areas basically to demonstrate the technology and attract new clients to this environment. Finally, from the regulatory perspective, this is another recent example that shows basically that Portugal is advancing also in unlock big loss operations and basically new features like UTM, U space that basically will be very useful for us here to create the whole environment that it's necessary to scale the operations. So out to the Angel started the first UTM project here, where they basically use the request their system to prepare the marine in Faro, south of Portugal, about requests access to the airspace in a digital way. Now they use the apps that are put here, but this is basically the first step to unlock the whole U space service in the south of Portugal. It's a very touristic area. We have this ship-to-shore environment that can be very useful to scale drones here in Portugal. So it's a good example about how we started also implementing services, UTM services here, and basically using this in a commercial way, not only as a sandbox, basically for tests. In terms of main events, so we had the Aerospace World Congress, I mentioned it in May, and we had the IDE Days, what is basically a good event for the whole Portuguese ecosystem, where we put together the main companies of aerospace and basically defense. We will have in September HAPMUS, what is a huge exercise that shows basically how autonomous vehicles can be used to coordinate in, for example, maritime activities. And we will also have other important events, World Aviation Festival in Lisbon in October. In November, an event that is 100% focused in advanced air mobility. It's also close to Lisbon, Advanced Air Mobility Summit. And finally, we will have the IATS that's basically focusing in the whole training and the capabilities and skills development side. And finally, Web Summit, it's not 100% focused in advanced air mobility, but there we also see a lot of Portuguese startups presenting technologies that will influence a lot in this environment. For example, machine learning, artificial intelligence, and other applications that we already see here integrated in our manufacturers' technology. Finally, to show some public sentiments and conclusions, I can see an evolution here in the country. The public now is more aware about what is advanced air mobility and drones, so they can see the events are growing. So we received, for example, Aerospace World, that is a big event. We also have big companies, international players now, like Tekever and Embraer, moving to Europe through the country. For example, Embraer this year basically put Tech and Speedbird here, two companies that are part of their investments. In terms of momentum, we can also see that the operations started increasing here. So now we see drones uh, able to basically demonstrate the activities, commercial activities for hospitals, for e-commerce and other sectors. We see different public-private consortiums exploring different conditions, environmental conditions that will help to unlock mainly BVLOS operations and scale drone operations. For example, NOS is pushing a lot the telecom side, and it is helping a lot the ecosystem here. Finally, we see different projects that are European projects also touching new points, for example, the skills and everything that will be necessary to complement this operational knowledge and basically prepare the whole ecosystem, put together the public, the academic side, and the industrial actors to work in the preparation of the environment for a scale. From the government perspective, we have now new free zones that are helping with the tests, like I explained, and demonstration. And we already started it with some commercial examples like the UTM one I mentioned. In general, my conclusion is that AAM is scaling here, right? In Portugal, we have a collaborative approach. We are linked with the civil aviation, the municipalities, the technical startups, and also some institutions here. So it's a positive environment for advanced air mobility. And this year we started unlocking use cases in healthcare, logistics, offshore services, what I believe that will be scaled starting next year. So that's it from my side. This is my presentation. Thank you all.
Right, thank you, Verska.